This woman claimed that she always wanted something, but you won't believe what happened when she finally got what she wanted.
I went on a first date, and when I opened the door, my man was at my front door, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, right? And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out, and I was like, "Wow, this is different, right?" So I'm not even paying attention. I brush past this trying to walk down the steps and get to the door, right? Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just so not used to it, and it just hasn't, like, I just didn't have a lot of practice. He opened my car door. I get inside. He closed the door. I immediately went to my group chat. It's weird.
Did you say he opened your car door?
High five.
No. Now let me explain, right? Let me explain. By the time we got to the restaurant, my follow-up text was, "Y'all, that's my bad. I just realized and all that stuff we be talking about, we don't really want it." And I felt like
Women created the market of the toxic men that they complain about. If men are toxic and unromantic, that is just simply supply meeting demand. It's practically Darwinism. The only difference is in nature, those who don't evolve to thrive in the current environment, they die off and they don't get to propagate their DNA. In the human dating and mating market, those who don't evolve to thrive in this current environment, well, they become incels and the results are the same. Their genes are removed from the human gene pool.
wanted. And I felt like he technically did everything that we be saying we be wanting. In my mind, instinctively, my first thought was he corny. But he really did everything that we want.
Doing what they say they want instead of being what they respond favorably to truly goes against nature. Every other animal religiously does what works, and those who fail at it are in the fossil records. Those that survive are some of the most efficient killing, running, flying, and swimming machines to ever exist. Us human beings are social animals who have to respond to social pressures. The liberation of women is a major change in the social environment that calls for men to no longer be the animal that we used to be, regardless of how much they insist that they want it.
But it's so unheard of that instead of me appreciating it, it's weird. So I want to say, first of all, sorry to that man. Second of all, now, since that, I haven't got it though. And now I want it. And I've missed the opportunity because I was.
So let me get this right. You said you wanted a man who opens doors and brings flowers. You got a man who opened doors and brings flowers. And you thought it was corny. Then you went a period of time without having a man to do that. And now you want it again? Is there any greater evidence that the wants and needs and desires of women should largely be ignored en masse? We would rightfully question the mental state of a man who spoke like this. But with women, they can go and get on professional TV show sets, get taken seriously while speaking with the logical consistency of a bum on the side of the street holding up a cardboard trying to convince us that the world is ending. In fact, that guy might not be that far off anymore.
And I think if we're talking about stuff that's outdated, you taking me to a restaurant for the first few dates is very outdated. If we're just meeting up, I don't want to go to the movies. I don't want to go to a restaurant. I don't want to do any of these things as a first date because that's not me getting to know you. That's not us having genuine conversations, especially if we go to the movies. Like, what we going to do? Talk about how we want our steak cooked? Cool. But like, it'll be better if we have time to like, yo, I like to run. I like to work out. Let's go for a walk. Let's go to the gym. Like, I'd much rather do that than go out to a restaurant.
That going for a walk date is actually cheaper than the coffee date that most women complain about. So given the current inconsistency of her thought pattern, if one guy offers Ruth Chris and the other guy offers a free long walk, if everything else about them is equal, what's the over under on her taking the steak and the apple martinis over the walk in the park? It's sad, but shockingly, she isn't even the worst woman that I've ever reviewed on this channel. This woman is. Tap the box to see why.